Hello and welcome to another dramatic reading by me, Anzani84. Today we'll be looking at concluding Chapter 2, Super Sentai vs Super Sentai, another second two-parter, entitled Killer of the Rebirth. And I'm going to be blunt, it should be obvious who our new addition will be. So I'll just play the video here.
侵略者集団エボリアンが地球攻撃を開始した。正義の心を大のガッツを持つ3人の若者が爆竜戦隊アバレンジャーに変身。異次元空間にあるもう一つの地球大のアースで進化した爆竜と心を通わせながら邪冥隊の侵略から私たちを守ってくれた。
And now we begin in the main event. Author's note, and we're back. I'm probably wrapping up the arc spanning from chapter 14. Probably. Enjoy. Chapter 16, Killer of the Rebirth. As it stood right now, Nishihori Sakura, also known as Broken Pink, is temporarily replacing May's place on the team. Temporarily replacing May's place. I'll let you figure out what's wrong with that. Both she and Hoji were unknowingly turned into walking human bombs. May, in order to prevent them getting blown up early, was told to go on a mission to retrieve the garment of Kusanada and kill the Dark Shadow leader Maboroshi no Gecko. In the meantime, Taku's team hunted the coma of Kusanada along with Dark Shadow Kunoichi Kazeno Shizuka, only to fall to a surprise attack by Gasadoko and Yokai Tanuki, previously masqueraded as Sukaragami Sasuegami. And now, the bomb's time started to tick away. Bomb's times. I think that should be timer. You get to how Poji practically squirming in pain. I think there's a waltz missing there. Skiing as loud as he could to withstand the pain. Taku knew he had to take action. It got to be restrained like this. But I refused to give up. There has to be a way. He tried wiggling against his restraints, but it did him no good. Until he realised he can still move his fingers. Hey, I remember this kind of moment. Back then, he and the masked men were caught by surprise by a possessed friend. They were all crucified side by side. It's a rather confusing way of describing the events of Masked Man 45. Prince Egam, you're a girl? That is the actual title. And it's not really a twist. Yes, they got me restrained like this, but I refused to give up. There has to be a way. He tried wiggling against his restraints, but it did him no good. No, I missed the point. At that point, even during crucifixion, he managed to do a finger gesture in a state of meditation, and it helped in making a possessed friend get a hold of himself. Yeah, that part won't help you now. And at this rate, his positioning made it easy for him to repeat such feat. Such feat. Jiraiya, Chisato, Taku suddenly yelled. Open your hand and try to point your index fingers and thumbs to mine. Huh? Jiraiya was surprised hearing such bold yell. Such bold yell. What is it gonna do? That's probably the only key I had to get us all out of here. Get together. Quick, Taku said. She opened his palm. But Hoji is, Sato said in doubts. Doubts. Looking at how Hoji was writhing in pain and screaming was too much for her. That was all one sentence. Try to calm down. Just believe in me, Taku said, firm, encouraging. Just believe that I am going to save you all. Not just Hoji, but also May. Okay. Deep breath. Deep breath, Sato says. She opened her hand, putting her index finger and thumb to Taku, the only hand that can reach him. I believe you, Taku. You're fighting to stay calm. I will try as well. In her hand, Jiraiya wasted no words and did as Taku said. As a ninja, he's used to similar meditations. This would be enough to get someone out of possession. If I can get a hint of whatever is going on and how to solve it, it'll be worth it. Taku thought. He concentrated his mind, trying to wash away his fears. Eventually, I exclaimed, Meditation! Closing his eyes, he focused on the aura power inside him. Jiraiya and Sato weren't trained in utilising theirs. Their cooperation enabled him to focus. Slowly, the aura power started to manifest into the air above Taku as it also started to envelop Tanuki. What? What the hell is this? A monster yelled, clearly disturbed. What does that do anyway? Melee said. Apparently he's not too bothered. Then she was shocked. Something started shining Tanuki's questionable area on the chest. Wasn't there before, but the all-power explosion might have revealed it. It's like two orbs, he could feel it. Genjuken's aura in it. hate doing this, but you leave me no choice, Taku. But she also began concentrating her own rinky and eventually exclaimed, Rinju Chameleon Fist Ringi, Muko Shoha. She opened her mouth and her tongue suddenly turned sharp, elongated with extreme speed, and hit on one of the orbs. What? No! Tanuki screamed as she fell to the ground. Tanuki is also a victim of the sex change virus. Biora, the curse long built in within me. Gah! Back in the enemy base, Long ended up backing down, disrupting his curse chanting. But how? How did he? He said in disbelief as he looked at how Tanuki was lying on the ground, powerless, and the orb on his chest cracked. How did he bring about that orb? It was where I concentrated my curse. Now it's gone. That idiot. Idiot, what a time for his mischievous nature to play up. I never thought he'd steal something, gushed Joko cursed. Probably Tanuki snuck up within the base and stole the orbs that contained the energy necessary for Long to activate the curse. When did he have time to do that? And while he hid it well, he paid for it dearly. Bah! In that case, I'll just leave him to his eventual demise. Only they heard a little muffled laugh. And everyone looked at May. Long could hear that she was actually giggling. On how Long's plan failed. And everyone was safe with her. You see, Long, your plan failed. Not really living up to your boast, did you? Not really living up to your boast, did you? I let you figure out what's wrong there. Long instead just approached her and instead gave her a cold voice. Don't laugh at me, you wench! He immediately followed with a hard slap on May's face. But as if that wasn't enough, he grabbed her on her chin and brought her head close to his. You do realise you will pay big for making fun of me? Perhaps you'd like me to do something on this fair skin of yours. For instance, I said back to her hand started to run across May's body. In particular her soft skin. She froze as Long ran his fingers through her neck, to the chest, to the shoulders, to the back. May let out weakly, unable to do anything. So is she muffled or not? Marissa knew that this gave her more reasons to hate Long. From afar, even Lammy and Sibylline were putting their hands in the forehead, seeing how dirty Long treat women in general. That's how he treats women. What would he plan on us one day? Sibylline thought to herself. Okay, I'm not sure why the hell we're making Long a sex maniac, but whatever. I never thought this day would come, Lammy thought, looking at how Long played around with her rival. But for this once, I'm starting to pity May. It wasn't until eventually Abrella put his hand on Long's shoulders. You should know your limits. The Sheol would not respond if the bearer of Kusanada is not a virgin. Or you would rather botch all that? Or you would rather... you do make a good point, Alienizer. Long says he eventually let go of May. Our quest for that agent of Desmo Zorlia through Sheol must not be halted. Desmo, what? May, once again confused with what they said, started to wonder. Decided that the name was a bit too hard to spell correctly. But in the least, he was glad that the torture on her and her friends over. I'm sorry for being useless like this. Yes. All of a sudden, due to the curse being depowered, pain in Sakura's body was gone. However, the impact of her screaming in pain over time eventually had an effect in her gag. Went off. I can speak normally again. Well, it's a good thing no one saw me screaming like that. Now, where was I? Once again, she focused on her excellular, which was near her feet. She moved it so she could pull it near her feet while bending her knees, lightly pressed against the device, causing it to open the keys where she would usually type in. Good, now. Moving her legs again, she carefully put it sideways. Okay, here goes. Then she carefully hit the sum button in the same time, holding it together. The button was activated and she knew that this was the time. Bokenja, start up! She yelled and thrust her feet forward, rolling the wheel on the exterior. Plan worked and this transformed her into Boken Pink. As it morphed or transformed. Now transformed, Suzy snapped the bindings, grabbing her and got back on her feet. Okay, now that I'm back in action, I should go back there. Huh? I felt a set of energy from within the mountain. To be exact, leftover aura power released by Takru. Rather than coming from the entrance, it seemed to come from somewhere else. To be exact, the top of the mountain. Perhaps a shortcut. As Boken Pink concluded, she then ran to the side of the entrance and started climbing the mountain. Weakened with Melee's Tom stab, bindings that restrained the Sentai and Shizuka vanished and they got off the wall. Is everyone okay? Taku asked the rest. I'm fine, what about Hoji? Zato asked, more concerned on the other member who wasn't restrained, but received much more pain than they could ever feel. However, Roy was put on halt, when a hand tapped on Sato's shoulder. When she looked back, Hoji was there, no longer screaming in pain anymore. gave it a thumb up to signify it as Takaru nodded. And Mori turned to shock my heard a sound of groaning. And when they turned towards Melee, she was coughing and spitting to the ground in disgust, emerged puking. Damn it, you stink. My tongue, it's all... Ugh. How do you think Ryo-san would tolerate this kind of stinking mouth? Damn it, it's all your fault. Well, no need to worry about that. We got it. A lot of mouthwasher, Jiraiya said, reassuring her before he turned towards Tanuki, who already got up. When first, as a yokai, we gotta exterminate first. Grr, you might have lifted the curse, but you still haven't beaten me yet, Tanuki said, throwing his feet. Prepare to lunge. However, all of a sudden, the ceiling from behind the Sentai suddenly was broken and launched straight onto Tanuki's face, knocking him away. There, a rope was thrown to the ground and Broken Pink leapt to the scene. Sakura, Taka exclaimed. Hurry, use codenames in. Broken Pink was about to go with her usual habit of reminding her teammates about the use of codenames, and she bit her lips a little, realizing that they're not Sardis and it's not bound with its laws. Never mind. Actually, I was a little tied up, but I'm fine now. How do you even get here? Hody asked. Makes you feel like the shrine builder wasn't even serious in protecting the precious. It should be impenetrable, but there was a certain power that suddenly cracked it will open something from above, Broken Pink explained. Which is probably why I'm able to make the shortcut. Why I am. Why you? How dare you humiliate me like this? Tanuki yelled as he got up. You can't beat me. I'll beat you up the same. I don't think so. I figured your weakness already. Broken Pink says he maximized the parallel engine power in her height of Suter. Prepared to shoot. Shooter Hurricane! As he yelled, she unleashed a high-powered water stream that was aimed to Tanuki, and it hit him, calling him to the wall. Ah, no, water, I hate water, Tanuki shouted. I feel so vexed. Your fault to ditch the Sasue Gami guys. The shield you created could protect you from the water. One moment you let it slip, hits you, and your weakness becomes obvious. Without the shield, nothing will protect you. Broken Pink finished. Eventually, Tanuki was unable to get up, but not yet destroyed. Okay, let's finish this, Taku said in high spirit. Suddenly Hody tapped his shoulder and stepped forward. Sorry, Taku, but I'll handle this myself. Hody said as he faced Tanuki. I'll make you pay for that time before making me into a human bomb. After you, it'll be long term. As he said that, he drew his SB license. Emergency! Deca Ranger! With that, he turned into Deca Blue, but he has yet to put down his license. Typing in some keys, he then explained, SWAT mode, on! In a sudden, the particles in Deca Blue's suit expanded, giving a bulletproof vest with number 2 on it and a machine gun. Whoa, Hody, what did you just find? Taku said curiously. Half back later. Yokai Tanuki, Deca Blue says he put on his SB license, impersonating other people for your own purposes, merely involving in human bomb experiments. Judgment! First judgment time is applied to Tanuki as he was confused with what's going on. Once he landed on the red X mark, Leader approved. Didn't you say you're not going to bother this one for a bit? Shadow asked curiously as previously Hody did say he wouldn't bother to it too much. That sentence could have been worded better. Guess there's some acceptance, especially if he's this angry. Jiraiya noticed he saw Deca Blue continuing. The revolver, full power, exclaims he aimed toward Tanuki. Lock on! Strike out of bat, he fired a barrage of beam bullet towards Tanuki. At this rate I'm gonna... Wah! Tanuki, not knowing that he'd been able to grow in size with human sufferings, attempt to call forth the sufferings of human, but before he could even attempt to call, beams pierced through his body many times, destroying him eventually. As his spirit flew upward, he let out one last lamenting wail. I haven't become everyone. Got you, Deca Blue says. He put a thumb down, then turned towards his eyes. Let's get out of here. That rope, maybe. That form. Wow. Taku says he clapped his hand as both Deca Blue and Broken Pink detransformed. Just witness what a future Sentai could do. Even if he couldn't do it, he was glad, but as time passed, Sentai continued to evolve in their methods in fighting evil. Not particularly relevant here. Come on, Hody says. He grabbed the rope that was provided by Sakura and started climbing. Wes eventually realised it, and they also started climbing the rope. Once we're outside, they realised something. Hey, where did Melee go? Sato asked, noting that we did miss out one ally. I don't see Shizuka either. Sakura also noticed another figure missing. She didn't know Shizuka was there throughout the fight, albeit completely catatonic due to the news of Gekko's death. There they are, Jiraiya says. He pointed to the hole where they came from. Even from afar, he did notice that Melee was standing in front of Shizuka, who was slumped on the ground, completely powerless. Get up, you. Melly said coldly. Shizuka, you really wanted to end like this? Gecko-sama, Gecko-sama. Shizuka continued to cry, unable to think of anything else. One thing she yelled dear about was gone. She saw no reason to go on. This in return infuriated Melly further as she grabbed Shizuka on her collar with one hand and forced to get up. Are you really this pathetic? Melly scolded. You loved this Gecko, didn't you? Who is he to you? Answer me. He's like my father, my one master. Shizuka answered in between sobbing. And now he's dead. Shizuka. Shizuka can't go on. Oh, so you let his murderer go off free, huh? Melly beckoned. Well, you can go ahead and soak off like this. Your master won't be at peace, but you sink that low and his death goes unavenged. Murderer and his mastermind is still out there. Not this stupid monster who just died a mad skull freak, but of course there's always the option of standing up and avenge your master by taking revenge on the murderer. And a gutless girl like you can never do it. But he dropped Shizuka to the ground and turned away. Very well, you can go cry all day over here, then rot and die. Nobody will care. I was about to run forward and take necessary steps to get out of the shrine. However, a voice stopped her. Wait a minute! It was Shizuka. What, you want to say? Don't leave me here, I'm so afraid to be here alone. Huh? Melly taunted further, especially with a mock whiny voice. You know what my ears are deaf about. I'm leaving. Who said I want to say that? Shizuka yelled, shocked Melly. You do make a point, what's your name? Gecko-sama may be dead, but still me, because I know Shizuka, his best student. That being said, Shizuka shall avenge his death and make that murderer pay. That's more like it. Melly nodded, smiling. Rose was slightly annoyed, but Shizuka forgot the name after she declared hers on the outside. By the way, I'm Melly, not what's your name. Without wasting any further words, Melly ran forward and didn't even grab the rope. Instead, she ran so fast she was running on the wall until she got out. Shizuka also followed suit and also ran on the wall and jumped up. Well, what's a hold-up? Taku asked once Melly's outside. Nothing. Something I just feel pissed. Somewhat I just feel pissed seeing his brat sulking and crying pathetically, not even standing up for herself when her master is dead. Melly gave the answer. Master? So, my boss, you know Gecko is dead? Taku said, shocked as he looked at Shizuka, in which he put her hand on her shoulder. Kazeno Shizuka, we fought against each other before, but I mourn for the loss of Gecko. Bo Kensha, Shizuka slowly answered. You know, Dark Asado used to be an honourable ninja clan. We just need big cash to revive it. But it's always been Gecko-sama's intention, so he sought to oppress us, even through thievery. You can start over, Jiraiya said. You can work in fair method. I'm sure you'll gather enough cash to eventually rebuild your clan. Path for a ninja is a harsh one, you just have to endure. Huh? Really? What's your name? Shizuka said, completely forgetting her name again. Jiraiya, the man corrected. I guess it's kind of worth a try, Shizuka nodded, but avenging Gecko-sama comes first. I wonder if it's going to turn out alright. On mentioning events, after I started to have doubts if Shizuka's goal went on the smooth way. This Gecko-sama, where is he? Oji moved forward and asked. Well, he never leaves his home unless completely necessary, Shizuka answered. Okay, take his bear, Taku said. You can figure out the murder bear. Shizuka just nodded, felt uneasy with allying with the Super Sentai. If they know more about this murderer and his mastermind, better for her to carry out her vengeance. In fact, she led the Super Sentai away from the mountain. Back in the enemy's headquarters, Abella was looking through a portable radar in order to track down Top Gala's location, whether he succeeded or not in finding the Sheol. Seems that he's done his part. He got the Sheol location. The coordinates is as seen here. Coordinates is, as Abella said, he handed down his radar to Long. As being that existed for so long, he'd been familiar with how technology marched and understood what the radar said. Very good, Long said. He turned towards May. Well now, my dear, seems that your time has come. May grunted as he heard footsteps. 4 Egoroids arrived along with some Anoroids, and the four was carrying a steel cage. Put her in, Long commanded. Eventually both Blammy and Sibley had untied May from the chair, still kept her bound as they tossed her to the cage. As May looked, she did notice that even Lammy held some sort of disgust too Long. That sight was cut short as Long boxed me by looking at her. You're going to enjoy some strolling before your life is taken away for that Sheol. You may as well enjoy this. Very well, let us be going. As Long moved towards the teleportation area, accompanied with Umbrella, May looked at Lammy as her rival looked at her with cold but slightly pitiful eyes directed at her. May struggled and tried a slightly futile attempt on Lammy. hoping that at least she'd be moved with her disgust on, long, and would move to her own decision, too, rather than being a lapdog forever. However, allow me waste a few words, it wasn't exactly what May hoped either. How well May, my one and only rival. Long and Megoroids were eventually teleported to the Shoreby Island where the Sheol was located. Yes, I am here. You can now do whatever you want, Long said alone. A sudden shadow covered the whole group. Top Gale flew away from the island. Now, shall we begin the journey? That was not phrased a question. Long says he moved forward, bringing along the Bell and the Egoroid. Now, I heard you've had this kind of experience before. Longswing spoke to Bella. Actually, yes, we did try to bring back Desmos earlier, Bella mentioned, remembering the last instant where he tried contacting the last remaining Orivolian's Trinoids to bring back their master for him to manipulate. That could have been worded way better. Only that it failed and it just produced a dead Aberanger, which put my plans on hold. That dead Aberanger is exactly what we aimed for, Long grinned. Sheol is, after all, a cursed gate. Good person like Crosston will be corrupted. Newer being who crossed and will have their evil increased tenfold, and to open it, it still requires the Cusinada processes. Bell attempts to confirm. Doesn't matter from which side they enter, the corruption must still take place. Indeed, on both cases. Is Long nodded as he looked at me. But I'd be very curious to see how tossing into the Sheol will turn out. I guess that won't happen. See, because the Cusinada garment and comb are already corrupted by the blood of the legendary servant Orochi during its battle against Boreas Susanoo. Oh, so once you're in the right place, your life force will be sucked out and it'd be used to open the Sheol. May was shocked hearing it, so it was going to be sacrificed to open whatever chaos it will bring. If Long was aiming for a dead ranger, it came from the Sheol. If it came from the Sheol, then it will be a mockery of the concept Sentai. You'll never get away with this! May grunted a little and in frustration attempted to kick the cage bars from fur. Only to be electrocuted by it as she collapsed to the ground. Or you can go ahead and do it all day, but then you'll die, Bella mentioned. Why, the result would be unsatisfactory for us. You better think about the people you left behind if you die. May was completely beaten with that sentence. She died to just make her friends sad. She might not be reunited with her fellow Zoo-Rangers. I have to stay brave, but, my hand is starting to itch. The group arrived at the top of a mountain. Aside of a closed gate, there was a circular ground made of blocks. As they got closer, Long had the Egoroids put down the cage and May opened the cage. Bringing May out, they got her to the circular block and put up several ropes to tie her body into 4 small posts surrounding the block, mobilizing her further. When the sun starts to set, the garment and comb will take your life force to fuel the opening of Sheol. Long listened. I do certainly hope that you'll enjoy the last moments of your life. May violently shook her head and struggled, so he got pissed and with a slap Long if she's not tied. Of course, if you don't want to do this, you can return to us. Probably Kiros would be glad to help me make some videos where you're abused by him. Well, as mentioned, didn't make her feel any better. Why would Kiros agree to something so depraved? There's a high demand for it in the black market if you're interested. Long and Bella left her along the Egoroids and Anoids, leaving her alone to her fate. May tried to yell at them, telling them to wait, but it was ignored, as if her voice was understandable at this moment. No, those things they mentioned won't happen. I will get out of here. I refuse to give up. May thought she continued to struggle. If this wasn't the special rope that would loosen up as she stayed calm, all she could depend was her own strength. In vain, she was tied up so tightly she wasn't making any progress. However, she continued to struggle. Super Sentai was led to the old hideout of Dark Shadow, accompanied by Shizuka. Opening it, they saw the corpse of an owl. Gecko-sama, Shizuka said. She picked it up and hugged it. Gecko is an owl? Taku asked. He was a little baffled seeing it. Kind of a long story, but I can assure you that this is Mabuchi no Gecko, Sakura said. She pulled her exhale as she scanned surrounding. Hazard level 0. Seems that they're not having any presences here. Aren't those? Toadie noted. He saw May's clothes wrapped neatly there. Long-haired diamond book and tarot. He was amazed. She was here. She heard such commotion when she looked at Gecko's body. She did see an arrow wound. May? She couldn't have. Jiraiya was about to say something. He took down my shadow. How can you say that? May can't be the one who did this, Startington. She's way too kind to us. Sato has a point, Taku added. Maybe Long coerced her to do this for whatever reason or grudge he got. So that means the human bomb plan, I mentioned. Oh, that's right, so it makes sense. Hoji says he shook his fist in anger while Kame those. That Long? Unforgivable! And at the same time, both Hoji and Jiraiya said the same word. Unforgivable, in English. Monster I did not nitpick, as both their hearts were concentrated on my mutual enmity towards Long. Then there was a loud sound heard from the outside, along with a strong gust of wind from outside. What is that? Taku says he came out. Very outside, he saw a huge shadow flying around. It was in fact the shadow of Top Gala. Whoa, what was that? It's you. Oh, do you recognise that creature? You bastard. Where is May? Top Gala was silent and instead flew away. I'm not leaving her out an answer! Angered, Hoji ran forward, chasing Top Gala. Taku knew the only thing left to do was to follow Hoji, and so the Super Sentai, along with Shizuka, ran towards Top Gala. And see Top Gala and you're sure. Humans, get on my back, Gare. Top Gala said to Taku and the rest who reached him. Tell me, why should we trust you? Hoji asked back. It's after all because of you capturing May and surrendering her to Long. It was after all because. If you want her dead, be my guest, Gera. Top Gala talked back. I'm giving you a chance to save her, and I mean it, Gera. What? Hoji was silently hearing it. Save May? What do you mean? Taku asked well. What you and Long? The infinite dragon's never my ally, Gera. I'm doing this for a friend. Friend that you might be looking for, Gera. Top Gala noted, shocked Taku. 7 colours, remember, Gera? Indeed, Taku noted that among the 7 colours, one was missing. White. Could it be that Top Gala was allowing them to meet this white warrior? I do remember, but May comes first, Taku said. Where is she? Same place as that friend, probably, Gera. Top Gala asked for explaining. That's May. She's about to have her life force sucked out from the Sheol. I can take you there and you can prevent the sucking of her life, Gera. Do we have a deal, Gera? But why her? Tato asked, slightly angered. It can't just be just her, right? It's something only she can do, Gera. Was a short answer was all Tato could get from Top Gala. Regardless, we have to save May now. I don't know what you're planning, you monster, but I'll take your bet to save May. Taku said calmly. Whoever betrays when you'll feel our wrath. Suit yourself, Gera. Now, get on my back. Top Gala said he crouched, allowing the team to ride him. By the way, I'm not just a monster, Gera. I'm Buster Saw Top Gala. Buster Saw? Taku was shocked. Name seemed to ring a bell, in particular the entry of Abranger where the term originated. And as his mind was occupied in saving May, didn't fully grasp what's going on. As everything got on Top Gala's back, the creature started flying towards the place where the Sheol was located. Landed in the shore where Long also arrived. The team got down as Top Gala spoke. That May should have been atop the mountain. You only have time until sunset, Gera. That creature flew off and left them. Sunset? What's going to happen then? Taku asked. Going to a database. That'll be the time the Sheol open, Taku said. If the gate opens before we get there, and Miss May will be slaughtered with what comes from there. We have to hurry. All of a sudden, Shizuka ran forward, all alone. You, Shizuka! Melee yelled as he called for her, which is enough to stop her. Well, thanks for the ride. Now Shizuka shall carry out her vengeance. Shizuka angered. That May is responsible for the death of Gecko-sama. She's as good as dead. But she ran off. Wait! Sato called, but was ignored as Shizuka leapt from trees to trees, getting ahead of them. Her team's path is blocked by aneroids, bats, roaring, and several normal Vincis. I knew it. She's too clouded with vengeance. This is not going to end well for her. You don't have time to waste with this, Darius says he held his door and changed her. Let's make this quick. Right, the team nods to prepare their transformation devices. Said Melee. Aura mask, red mask, emergency, Deco Ranger, face on, Super Henge, door on changer, install, Mega Ranger. Bokenja, start up. But the team transformed and rushed forward towards a horde of aneroid and batsroids and Vincis. At that moment, something crossed Melee's mind. Damn. I should have said directly on kill Long rather than kill the murderer. Never did Shizuka. I'm not going to let you kill May. Shizuka alone eventually made it to the near top. Then she didn't. Wait, I'm not sure what to make of that. While they saw it was near time the sun was set, I'm not going to let that precious stuff take her life. I'm taking her life with my own hand. She claimed she walked forward, eventually reaching the old gate and May. There you are! May looked at Shizuka, not really recognizing her. Shizuka just walked forward with her kunai ready in hand. Hello, I am Kaze no Shizuka, the Dark Shadow. You killed Gecko-sama. Shizuka says she continued to walk slowly and raised her kunai along the way. Prepare to die. Apparently Dark Shadow has a movie night that includes who's a Princess Bride. A Dark Shadow member? May was shocked looking at Shizuka. As to how the situation got, she didn't do it through a choice. Shizuka heard as if trying to explain something. No, crocodile tears are going to save you, Shizuka yelled. Gecko-sama, you will be avenged today! Ratty swung her blade towards May's neck. Batgirl closed her eyes in horror as there's nothing that could save her now. I'm sorry, everyone. When the last second, Shizuka stopped. Right before she separated May's neck from her body, seemed to remember what the Super Sentai said about May. Hey you, but said something about you being too kind or mentioning someone called Long. As Shizuka stepped back, she put her hand on the cloth gagging May's mouth and pulled it down, allowing her to speak once more. Is this Long a friend of yours? No, you're wrong, May shook her head. Long's an enemy of us all. He had me so hostage to my friend and told me to kill Gecko, otherwise he'd blow my friends up. I'm sorry, Shizuka. If I could help it, I wouldn't kill the owl. So that means Shizuka then walked around but get elbow on her palm while her hand supported by the elbow touching her forehead, thinking, Masked behind this isn't you, huh? Yes, the real enemy is Long. Please release me and we can help each other, May pleaded. Shizuka, by looking at your eyes, I know you're not deep down evil, but a normal and cheery girl. Please, you can work together. You know, you're not too bad either. Shizuka said she grinned genuinely, thinking that May might make a good friend. At that moment, interrupted with a blast of energy to the surrounding area. I don't think so. Blast turned out to have come from Long, who walked around. Ooh, so there's a remnant of a dark shadow. Greetings, I am Long, the infinite dragon. Long, so you're the mastermind behind Gecko-sama's death. Shizuka says he took a fighting stance. Long himself has walked to the point where he was positioned between her and May. Not just your Gecko, Long said grinning. You see, the Society of Shadow, the old name of you Dark Shadow, is a thorn to my existence. They annoyed me, so I kinda made that demon bird creature and sent it to obliterate the society. To that Gecko murdered the bird. This didn't sit well, so I dealt with the society myself and killed the majority of members there to a point that once a big clan became a small one, never to expand further. Okay, this is kind of my main issue with Long in Gecko Ranger proper. He's responsible for damn near every tragedy in the show, and it becomes less a shocking reveal and more just freaking contrived, and this really accentuates that, making him responsible for the tragedy of a villain group in another series. It means because of the Dark Shadow resorting to thievery like this, as he concluded, was because of you? Yes, it was pretty fun to watch how a great society of ninja dwindled into a bunch of assassins and thieves. Long's grinning. So, what are you going to do now? Of course it's obvious, Shizuka yelled as he prepared to stand dashboard. You'll receive punishment from Shizuka. Swift death! Tried to slash Long with a kunai, but Long anticipated the move. As he sidestepped, he delivered a side kick on Shizuka's rib. Anticipated that. Is this all you Dark Shadow can do? Shut up! Shizuka screamed. She continued to attack Long. It was far above her league. He continued to dodge her attacks and harshly countered with his own fist. Shizuka! Worried May called out Shizuka. From that point, bats started to swarm the sky and fall into a Bella, quickly held May on the neck. Let's watch quietly. This is a wonderful piece, Bella said. On time something with a small box used to record things. What he was recording was the heavily one-sided battle between Long and Shizuka. This sells well in black market too. Videos of women beaten up brutally like this. I wonder how this video will cost. You creep! I won't let that video be distributed in any form, May angrily retorted. She struggled. She would have hit Umbrella somewhere. Then she heard a loud cracking noise. Oh no, Shizuka! May looked at the battle once more and saw Shizuka on the ground, her hand holding her other hand, which seemed very limp, and her whole body's been brutally bruised and battered. Looks like Long. Now I wonder how shall I put an end to the Dark Shadow? Long said as he stomped Shizuka on the chest. Oh well, I'll tear you limb from limb. Right, he grabbed Shizuka's other arm. Kunoichi was deliberately kicking Long from behind. Kicks were too weak to daze the infinite dragon. Then started twisting the arm he grabbed in a short time. Ah! Then with cracking sound, Shizuka in pain. My hands. Long dropped the arm as it became limp. Then moved his feet away from Shizuka's stomach and moved to her lower body. Next, lower limb. Long said coldly. He stomped Shizuka's knee with such force there was a loud cracking sound. Followed Shizuka once again screaming in agony. Yes, scream louder. A lot of ninjas in society whose shadow is louder than you in terms of screaming. No, stop it! Stop it! He shook her head and wished he could have covered her ears, and what happened? At last her hands were tied. Witnessing Shizuka in pain destroyed her heart. Further, that tears started welling up in her eyes. On her eyes. And it was even further she heard another cracking sound. Next thing Long did was to lift up Shizuka's limp body while holding her in a chokehold. So, my dear, any last words? Go to hell, Shizuka said slowly but hatefully. All it brought was a grin on Long's face. He tightened the grip on Shizuka's neck, causing her to bleed. Jesus, this is violence. Shizuka! May called out once more, now with even more sadness in her eyes. Shizuka looked at her weakly and tried towards a smile. May, Shizuka called out, knowing that her life would end soon. She would reunite with Gecko. However, when May called her to be not evil, she felt really glad. She tried to force a smile on her. Smile, huh? I'll wipe that foolish smile of yours. Now! As Long said that, he tightened his grip further. And at that moment, a cracking sound was heard. May looked in horror. Shizuka spat further blood, and the signs of life left her eyes and body. If it was enough, Long thrust his fist onto her body, impaling it, and caused the remaining of her blood, to come spraying out from her body. Kazeno Shizuka was dead, and her death would mark the complete obliteration of the dark shadow. The shadow has fallen from the face of this earth. Shizuka! No! May screamed, saw Long dropping Shizuka's corpse to the ground. She couldn't hold her tears. She was heavily crying at the death of the last of the dark shadow. It was a nice showing, Bella said, finished the recording. Thank you for the opportunity, Long. It has generated a lot of money to fund in our further plans. Of course, Long nodded and grinned as he looked at the sky. Ah, look at that. The sun is about to set. You, what are you? How can you do this? May eventually shouted, a bit of tears still flowing from her eyes. Who do you think you are that you can commit such a thing? Who, me? I'm an ancient being, Long said casually. I've guided you humans for so long, so if I want you to be my plaything whenever I get bored, you ought to comply. Don't give me that nonsense. You're no god, you're a devil, May screamed. All of the sudden, spelt her strength being sapped away. Seemed like the Kusanada pressure set she's wearing was taking effect due to the sunset. However, she didn't pay any mind and continued to curse at Long. I usually am not into such unnecessary violence, but to you, I will certainly make an exception. You'll pay for this. Know your place, whence? Slightly angered, Long slapped May on the face. Accept your fate. You're all nothing but my plaything. And playthings. Shut the hell up! A scream was heard. Turned out Red Mask was leaping with all his might, trying to slash Long with his masky blade. Pella took notice and sent out 2 fireballs from both his hands. Hit Red Mask, but he was completely unfazed. He finished the slash to Long, knocking him away. Bella got no chance to retaliate. He was shot down several times by Decker Blue, naming him the rest to approach May. May, are you okay? Mega says she used her blade arm to cut the ropes binding May as he got her. Misato, everyone. May was really glad she was reunited with her friends. Clothes didn't seem to drain her energy further. Rest only gave a nod until there were several bats trying to interfere. Till Decker Blue shot all of them down. You're not going to disturb anyone, Decker Blue directed to the culprit, Umbrella. Next thing he did was running towards him with the D-rod ready, keeping him busy so he wouldn't interfere with everyone tending to May. You're not hurt, are you? Broken Pink asked. Well, a little, but overall I'm fine, May noted. She realised she wasn't that familiar with the warrior that just spoke to her. And you are? May asked. Broken Pink Bagogo Sentai Bokenja, she answered. In all names Nishihori Sakura, and you must be May, right? Yes, Sakura, May nodded. Thank you for being my friends while I'm away. It wasn't until then she realised the remaining men are doing their best to avert their eyes there. May muttered as her face started to become red. Nice get-up, Melly sarcastically commented. She looked at her further, causing her to gasp a little and cover her exposed body quite a bit. No need to worry, we bought yours, Ninja Black reassured. Now only is a safe place to change. Huh? Isn't bad? Before I could do anything, Melly was shot to the ground. Particularly Shizuka's corpse. Shizuka, what? What has happened here? Long killed her in cold blood, May answered sadly, causing both of Megillo and Melly to gasp. My god, poor her, Megillo exclaimed. She was just so near to restarting her life anew. This, even her and Melly felt quite horrible at Shizuka. But as she tried to attempt to avenge her master, met an abrupt end by hand of Long. Long, you went too far this time. This time, compared to what he did in Geki Ranger proper, said angrily. She looked at Long, who was caught in a fist by Red Mask. Of course, Red Mask heard this too, and thus served to infuriate him further. You evil bastard, spewing only bulls and nonsense like you have the right to decide our fate. Red Mask Joe's man slammed a hit on Long's face. Our fate's ours to decide. We won't sit by and let you do as you please. Long just grinned and continued to fight Red Mask. May, follow me a bit, Megillo said as he dragged May away from the scene. Several minutes later, May returned, now fully clothed again. Ooh, it feels good to be back in my old clothes again. These are the presses you were using. Broken Pink stated, which caused everyone to look at her in a rather weird expression. It's not like I want to use them. It's the beauty of circus to safeguard presses like this. You have to keep it from misuses like this. Whereas looked at how Red Mask have been fighting Long, who was also joined by Bella. Broken Pink knew what to do. This rate, I don't have the time to properly seal it. Let's hold it for a while. I know, Mace said as he found up a garment and ribbon to broken pink as he prepared to transform. Dino Buckler! For which he transformed into Terror Ranger. Let's go, everyone! He cried as the team nodded. Eventually intervened, but two battles between Red Mask intervened for two. Against Long and Deck Blue against Umbrella, eventually merging with two fights into one. Fight was even for both sides, even 7 against 2, as long as a really powerful martial artist. Why was there a scene break? Here. Long said he looked behind. There was a bright light that appeared in their back. It's here. The shield is finally open. Well, which means he should come soon. It's like the life force drained him. Hell was enough. Bella noted. Look at the stone blocks where he was bound. It was all shining. From there, a shadow of a man was walking through. Oh, it is it, Gera. It stood on Top Gale landed to the ground. The shadow became clearer and clearer. Jackson Man White Jacket, who finally returned. Mikoto, Red Mask called the name. Kids even named him in the history of Super Sentai. Nakadai Mikoto, part of Baku's Sentai Abaranger, otherwise known as Abare Killer. Started out unlike all of the Sentai warriors, he was evil, but he had a change of heart for some reason, became a force of good, ready sacrificing himself for many. So this man is... He prepared all these, Top. Interesting. Man, Nakadai Mikoto, part of the Baku Sentai Abaranger, says he looked around. I don't have much time, my friend. Tucker said as suddenly he started bouncing. Top, what the hell is happening to you? Mikoto said, slightly worried as his partner burst off. I wasn't supposed to be in this world, but I forced myself to exist here until you came. Top Gale explained, his voice getting weaker and weaker. Holy powerful woman did good. You stay intact, Gera. Yeah, of course. But come on, are you gonna leave just like this? Mikoto asked again. I have to say, I do appreciate your company. No, I'll always be with you, Gera. Top Gale continues. Suddenly his body turned to light. He entered Mikoto's brace to get out several fine words. Maybe I won't talk my power. It's all yours, Gela. Top Gala, Mikoto called out. Soon memories started to flow to his head. What Top Gala did recently my idea. I understand. You, Deku said, recognizing the figure. Mikoto did come back to a part of the Deku Rangers and Abba Rangers, United Space, remnants of Rolling, team of the Allianizers. I'm seeing one familiar face here, Mikoto said. He looked at both Long and Bella, and two unknown freaks. You're just the man I expected, Nakadai Mikoto. Long approached. I've learned about your history and I'm interested in your efforts. Why thanks, there's no need to fluff me, Mikoto answered, smiling. I do have a proposal to you. Why don't you come with me? Longwin asked. If you do, I can provide you as much games as you want. Your life will be an interesting one, better than your previous one, Long grinned. He looked back crossing his shoulder and made Mikoto return to his old evil self. Really, Long, you're one hell of a guy. Mikoto says he's shocked versus his Sentai. Does that mean he's going to be with Long? The doubt just said, but suddenly Mikoto delivered a punch into Long's face. One hell of a boring guy. What? Burst Top. How? Theoretically after crossing Sheol, Top Gala has told me, Mikoto explained. There was a holy energy which came from a certain woman. Top Gala delivered it to this gate, along with once transferred just for easily. All it is known to prevent the Sheol's I was corrupted from crossing the gates. So I'm not myself. So I'm myself, not some stupid pawn of someone else like what? Does that mean that Top Gala planned this all along? Ninja Black then sobbed. That's why he had me captain. Her interviewed. This person would stay the same and uncorrupted. Judging how you do your plans like this one, Kyoto says he points his Fuga's court. I think you don't know what it means to really have fun. He then turned towards Red Mask. Hey you, Abared's look-alike. It's Red Mask, Red Mask corrected. He doesn't look that much like him. Let's see how much fun he can give to me, Mikoto says he approached Red Mask. I'll fight by your side for a while and gauge how fun it is. Oh, okay, Red Mask nodded. He looked at Mikoto's great confidence. This man looks dangerous. It's supposed to be the one. I hope my hunch is true. Very good. As Mikoto stepped back to press his dynamite, said in a calm way, back of you change. Back to transform to his ranger form, Abare Killer. You're a gutsy person. I guess you refused me when you want your death. Long says he snapped his finger. A horde of eageroids, anoids, and rinchies suddenly came to his side. There's a lot of them, Boca and Pink Nose prepared. While it can make things more interesting, we'll just see about that. Abare Killer says he cracked his knuckles. There's no time to back down like this. Let's go, everyone. Red Mask says he moved forward, looking at Long. Long, you'll learn not to underestimate us humans. Red Mask, pursue mysterious cases. Deca Blue, Power Ranger, May, Ninja Black, Jiraiya, Tiger Yellow. I live for the love of Ryo-sama. Ryo-sama's love I fight his lava warrior. Rinju Chameleon Ken Mistress, Melee. Inside his finest, Aberray Killer, the deep sea adventurer, Boken Pink. We are all 8 adventures out together. Super Sentai. We'll just see then. Long said he snapped his fingers, summoning 4 Eageroids, a horde of Anoids and Minchies. Get them. Let's go. Red Mask's about to give the command, but Aberray Killer already ran along with hyperspeed and have started beating the horde of enemies with it. That's power. Hey, Aberray Killer suddenly stopped midway and folded his hands in front of enemies. So it might be your one-man army? Get moving, kick some ass already. As he stepped back, then ran again with his speed and started beating any enemy he came across. Right, Red Mask nods, he ran forward. Followed by the rest to fight against the enemy. In a quick moment, they wiped out the majority of it. Interesting. I'll take you on after all. Long says he stepped forward, seeing most soldiers defeated. On the other hand, Terrorines confronted a Bell alone. Now what, miss? A Bell asked. About the video, Terrorines said, pointing to the corn device the Bell was holding. Clean scenes of carnage about Long brutalizing Siska's death. About, I'm destroying it. Don't reap any fortunes from it. It said back before Eageroid suddenly moved in front of Arabella. Can you really do it? Arabella beckoned. 4 beat Eageroids when combined their strengths are very lethal. Regardless, get her. Okay, 4 Eageroids nodded as they prepared their swords and put them together. Quadruple, cross burst! Swinging them upward, they unleashed a massive shockwave that hit straight to Terror Ranger. Toe! Harris managed to take a leap upwards with their terror arrow ready. 4 arrows, 3 shots. Took aim while still airborne and shot all of them simultaneously, all of which went through the 4 Eageroids from head to groin, which all 4 exploded. What? How did Bass? Bella was in shock and didn't realise that Terror Ranger landed right behind him. Quickly swung her bow, which hit him on the stomach and made him lose grip on the recording device, going upwards. Before the device landed, to have the device shot down, destroyed into pieces. I told you, you're not going to be performed such despicable acts, Terror Ranger said in an angry tone. Prepare yourself. Umbrella, Long suddenly says he elbowed Deck Blue and kicked him on the face. You're still useful to me. Don't waste your life away. Bella just nodded and when Terror Ranger shot down her arrow, trying to aim for Chuvai's head. Bella was quick enough to dissolve into a swarm of bats and flew away. Guys! Terror Ranger eventually looked sideways and saw Long and brought everyone down to the ground, including even Aberray Killer. Pathetic, I suppose it's all you can muster, Long said. People like you just make this world boring. Now I suppose it's to rid you from this world to make it more exciting. No, you're the one to be ridden away. May was the first to get up. You insult me, Ryo-sama, and everything in this existence. Long, prepare to die. He ran forward and attempted to attack him several times. And whoever most easily blocked my Long. Melee, you know one thing, Long suddenly says he blocked Melee's kick. Seems to be able to absorb my Phoenix Ken well. Do you know who I absorbed before I put you to death before? What? Melee was shocked. Do you remember that before turning to a huge dragon that took her life away? Long did continue his follower Sanyo over Basilisk Ken. It mean only one thing. Indeed, Gengi Shokeika! Long recited and directed his key to Melee's. Suddenly felt her body completely light and was easily tossed away to a tree. Now then, Long was about to move further. Suddenly felt like he was being shot 2 times on the chest. Why you? Think you can put us down like that easily, huh? Deca Blue. It says he folded his D-sniper and got back from his sniping position. Then Melee gave us enough time because you gloat too much, Megio said, also already shooting her mega sling. Serves you right, you bastard. What next, your groin? Really don't get it, do you? Long says he pokes Deca Blue attempt to strike him further. You cannot kill me! Now, May, Jiraiya, Red Mask in the yell as he got up along with Ninja Black. Revealing his masky blade near his range, thumping way do. Terror arrow, black bow, laser arrow, triple arrow strike. Red Mask finalized the attacks with 3 shot down Long with their arrows. His coordinate explodes around Long, causing him to back away. I'm not going to just stand here like this. It's not especially to a monster like you. Vulcan Pink has prepared her Hydra shoot with her parallel engine at maximum. Shoot her Hurricane! That's shot down Long the high pressure water stream that cornered him to a nearby rock. Monster, Long said, breathing heavily and looking tired. That's one way to call someone who guided you for centuries. He couldn't even finish the words as suddenly golden arrows shot down to him. Meanwhile, Abrikil already used his winged pentac to conjure up the arrows, all while he spoke. These arrows eventually stuck him to the rock. Well, guide this! Abrikil said. He started screaming, going hard. Ah! Further spikes sprouted out from his body as he ran forward. Twice he smashed Long with new spikes. Then he grabbed Long's shoulder and pushed him away while Pussy still grabbing her. Long is now a woman. He pushed so hard that he made a hole through that rock, aimed straight to a nearby tree, where one of the arrows from the winged pentac was stuck there. Long was impaled as he started bleeding. Abrikil then started to calm down as he told her, "If you've ridden from this world, things will be more exciting now. What you did is ultimately futile. You'll see soon," Long says. Abrikil was walking away from him. Shortly after, his body started to shine gold and exploded. "It's over?" Red Mask asked, looking at how Long has been destroyed. "It's quicker than I thought." "Don't let up just yet," Melly says. Not bluffing when he said he's immortal. He really is. That's why he's called the Infinite Dragon. So I guess he'll be back now. He fights the immortal who can never die, Abrikil said, nodding. Inflict a mortal wound to the immortal. How exciting. What we had so far, a team buried Shizuka and prayed for her soul, bringing her to at least attempt to try and redeem herself, be accepted in the herons. Rest now, Kazuno Shizuka, Sakura prayed. Unite with your master, Maboroshi no Gecko up there. I'll never forget you, sighed sadly. Sierra told this news to her ally Mogami Sota, who seemed to have a crush on Shizuka. He will be extremely saddened. Yeah, for about 5 seconds before he moves on to someone else. Shizuka, I'm sorry, Mayo stated. When I was this week, I wouldn't. May, what are you saying, Sansoni asked. You did your best, but you know what you're thinking, May, she started to call her. Probably thinking that because you're captured for quite a lengthy time, you think you're useless. That's totally wrong. Is that so, Mayo said. He's right, May, Sakura assured her as she was just done stirring the garment and comb cruising out to a predator slot. I don't know the detail, but it seemed that you did not kill Gecko on your own will. Am I right? May started to tremble as she remembered how to kill Gecko. I really didn't want to do it, but I think on how you'll all blow up if I don't do it. Voice sort of trembling. Sakura held her on the shoulders, assuring her, Thank you, May. You did your best to protect me, Hoji, and many people. Sakura said, As put in your position, even if it was a heavy-hearted choice, I would do the same thing in face of consequences. You should do as well. Your will to protect is incredible. Sakura, I understand, May nodded. Meantime, Takuma and the rest are meeting with Mikoto. So, you're called Mikoto? Takuma affirmed, which Mikoto nodded. Yes, so? Mikoto asked, what do you want? What are you planning to do now? Takuma asked. Personally, I don't know, Mikoto says his throat. Looks like this time my stay in this world will be a more permanent one. There's a lot of things I got to find out. This world is the same world you want to arrive to, Oji said. Otherwise, for instance, Takuma would be an old man. Interesting thing you say, Mikoto says with curiosity peak. What kind of world do you think we're in? Looks like the Earth, but it's not the Earth we know, Joanna said. Many people from different timelines appear together here. We're trying to uncover that mystery. Then good luck at that, Mikoto says he turned away. I got my own business. Wait a minute, Taku called out. You don't want to come with us? I prefer being solo for a while, Mikoto said nonchalantly. If you really want me on your team, you've got a lot more to prove. Got it? Why is Mikoto being written with a southern accent? Then started walking away as Taku witnessed, where he stopped and said, Oh, and one more thing. Mikoto then looked at Melly and said, Nice get up, sexy woman. Eh? Melly suddenly blushed as someone called her sexy. That lasted for about 1 second. She shook her head and scolded. How dare you? Only a real sound calling out. Heh. Mikoto, feeling amused, continued to walk away. Taku. If he's really the white ones, it was said. Taku knows he looked at Taku. I know. We can't force him like that. Taku and he looked sideways and saw the rest coming to him. Oh, I guess you're done paying your respects. Taku, thank you for everything, Sakura said, bowing. Best is safe and I met you guys. I'll never forget this. No, everyone who were glad to meet you, Taku replied. If it's not for you, we wouldn't be able to make it here. I have one more thing to give to you, Sakura said. He took out something. A small ball which enlarged to a normal-sized ball. This is the Super Sentai ball from Aka Red. He said to give it to you. Aka Red, Taku was shocked. Did recall that name by Hiroaki during their first meeting, one who spearheaded the attack against Rufus Sill. Yes, how do you know about him? I'm sorry I didn't have time to talk about this earlier, but I'm a Boken to have met Aka Red in the past, Sakura said. When I came to his bizarre world, he entrusted me with this. This is not the only Super Sentai ball though. He said only us Super Sentai can use it. This will be a tremendous help. Okay, Taku nods. He picks up a ball from her hand. I won't let you and the rest of the teams after me don't arm with best. My mission is done, Sakura says. He takes 2 steps behind. The rest is up to you, Taku. Well, I'll always be ready if you need help. Take care. But he turned away and left. Sakura! Mei called one last time and Sakura turned back to him. Mei started waving her hand. Goodbye, I'll miss you. Shortly after, the rest also followed. Goodbye. Both Hoji and Jirai gave a heartfelt, even if English farewell as they also waved their hands. Sakura nodded as she gave the team her most precious treasure she gained while being with the Bokenjas. Her smile. Afterwards, she walked away. Hey, well, it's been quite a day, Taku said, flexing. Let's go home for a moment. Hey, about that Mikoto guy, that brought up was quickly shot down for a moment. I won't worry about him later. Rest is pretty important, you know. May definitely needs it, Taku added, looking at May, who truly looked quite tired. Let's go. As the team went off, May gave one last look to Suzuka's grave and eventually followed the team to leave the place. The team has rescued their teammates and gained a powerful weapon. A new ally, Nakadai Mikoto, has also emerged. With his history, will he bring fortune or misfortune to a team? Keep on moving. Super Sentai. He's dead? Back in the enemy base, Gassadoko was really shocked when Umbrella brought the news. Bah, turns out he's just a weakling. What are we smoking, beaten by a piece of crap like him? This feels so humiliating. Shivering clenched her fist, hearing it. Being beaten by a weakling like him. I guess this means May isn't dead yet. Good, Larry nodded. If anyone's killing her, that had better be me. Regardless of what happened, I suppose the status has been restored. Status. That me, Abella declared. That means we'll continue like usual, as if nothing has happened. I heard that. A familiar voice was heard. Everyone shocked, they turned toward the source of the voice. Long was standing there unharmed. And frankly speaking, that's not going to happen. Long, but you, Abella said in disbelief. They don't call me Infinite Dragon for nothing. Honestly, what for? I am immortal. Explain how do you suddenly come back despite Gastoko was about to act, instead pushed him to face his troubles. It's not quite me as such, you numbskull, Long said cockily. As he looked at Lam and Shibbolina, he just grinned as they sighed. Here we go again with his depressing days, but bastard. Both thought the same thing as Long as once again leading them. Where am I? Kira's back. I only regained his consciousness after losing it when May smashed her to the ground. So I got knocked out and bat? How embarrassing. At least now I know. She's definitely on my hit list, Forty grinned. If I'm fixing my record, I guess she'll be a good contender. He's about to get up, but felt like he's not alone on the bed he's sleeping at. He looked to the side and saw a woman in white all sleeping him. What the hell? Who is this woman? To be continued. Pause note, yet that concludes the arc which brought us to the last member team, Mikoto / Abba Killer. But it didn't seem to be an easy one to get along. I guess you'll have to wait until next time to know how Taku gets him officially to the team. Get him, knowing Mikoto to be a hard one. Well, the next chapter you'll see who this woman next to Kiros is. Stay tuned. Well, it's obviously a villain in white from Abba Ranger. Also, as of note, like Yusuke in the first team, Sakura led the team. I hope you enjoyed her time with the team. You say she's more involved than Yusuke, but yeah, bring on the reviews then. P.S. No offense to Dark Shadow fans, I'm okay with them. Suzuka's brutal death doesn't mean I hate her or something. Once again, apologies. Apology accepted, but there wasn't any apology for the borderline violence content, so that's pretty much one mark against this. Anyway, join us next time for the next chapter, Dividing Game.